Hello folks, this is Audiotron 1003 and this is a kind of overview of the set 10265, the Ford Mustang Lego Creator Expert that I recently bought. It's not really a review because I leave that kind of thing to Sariel and other such people like Jangbricks. What this really is a kind of an overview of the set that I've bought and a couple of very small modifications just to subtly improve the look, because I didn't really like it, even though I've seen it on YouTube as a real car. So anyway, this is the box, and I spent a couple of days on it just to build it up because it was a birthday present for myself, so I spent part of the day building this. So this is it in its basic form, without anything added. Because I'm born 1967, I opted, if I can do this, to put the GT 1967 plates on there, plus the fact it adds a bit of extra colour. I'll try my best to show this off as best I can, but bearing in mind I do everything with a tablet, and this is a very dark model, so without any of the add-ons, this is what it looks like. So there's the front, with the boot, the bonnet if you're British, or everywhere else the hood. If I move it along to the side, okay. So there we go. I'm trying to sort of keep it as flat as possible with these boards, because my bed will just make it sink, so I apologise for that. My bed is a kind of studio as well as everything else. Whoops, sorry about that. So so there's the back. I'll try and get my hand out of the shot in a minute. So so there you go, and you can see the 4 exhausts and the rear plate. And then if I just put it back this way and show you that side. The problem with this colour is it's so dark, and I'm finding there's fingerprints everywhere, and I can't keep dusting this thing and polishing it. It's not a real car, so I'm just going to have to leave it as it is. So what I'll do now is open up the boot. There we go. There are some gaps in there that go right the way through where those white Technic beams are and other such things. I tried covering them up, but the space needs to be like that, because otherwise the function that raises the wheels down here, there's a kind of a lever, you can see it moving just beyond my thumb. If I started covering these holes with plates, then what you'd find is they would just be pushed up by the Technic beams. So as it stands now, I've raised the wheel, so there's nothing I can do about those gaps in there, so I'm just going to have to leave them. So that's one of the functions. I'll lower this. Just like all other reviews, this comes off. Now in the original model, all this is a grey colour. Now I know the frame on a real version of this is also grey, but I wanted to match it up as best I could with the rest of it. The only thing I can't do anything about is I can't make this stripe here appear there unless I cheat and use a black marker pen, and I don't really want to draw on Lego if I can help it. So that's the interior. I'll open the door. try not to make it move, and the same with the other side. The seats come down, well, fall forward like so. And also I've discovered when I was messing about, the rear seats also fold down. I don't think they're meant to, but they do. So they go back, and like I say, the doors open and close. And just like with other customers who have bought this model, the rear view mirrors, they're always moving around. I don't really like rear view mirrors on models because they're too fiddly, they get broken. I'm wondering if I should just take them off and just store them in the spares bag with the rest of the spare parts. And finally, the front, the bonnet or the hood, revealing the detailed faux engine. I think this is the best light I'm going to get. So there you go. I'm not a petrol head, so I can't really explain what's going on in there, but there are plenty of you out there that do know what's going on. So anyway, this is the general car in its basic form. So what I'll do is I'll pause the video and soup it up a bit. Okay, I've put everything on just to completely change the look. We have the I believe they're called ducktail spoilers or aerofoils. I suppose it depends where you are in the world. So that's what that is. Inside, in the back there, is a nitrous oxide gas tank. The front we have the big beefy engine. So there you go. I've also put the spoiler on at the bottom, the chin spoiler, I believe. Like I say, I'm not a petrol head, and depending on where you are in the world, depends what you call them. So that's what that is. And the exhausts. Now, they go there. Now, in the model they're supposed to be straight, but I've sort of twisted them slightly to give them a bit of an extra look. And the tiresome fiddly rear view mirrors. So what I'll do is I'll just turn this round. Now, a particular viewer of mine, Diecast Madness, he wanted to see this because I'm trying to tempt him to buy one. He collects Hot Wheels, and because of his collection of Hot Wheels, I ended up paying £120 for this. Well, actually I got £30 off because I had some spare cash lying around in my PayPal account and points on my Lego account, so I got it for a bit cheaper. But in the United Kingdom these were £120, and to be honest, I'm glad I bought it. Being a person who likes brighter colours, I would prefer something more in an orange or red colour. The one thing I've not covered, I hope I can do this before I run out of time, is the steering. If I do this, it will actually steer. So there's my big clumsy hand. So you can actually turn the steering wheel and make it go. So anyway, I can put that back on safely with one hand. So in a nutshell, this is my overview of the car in all its glory. I love it to bits. I'm glad I've bought it. So once again, this is for you, Diecast Madness. I promised you this video, and here it is. I'm sorry it's a bit long-winded, but I'm not really a car person, so I've done the best I can. But anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.